gentlemen, tonight there is another topic that I want to share with you, which I hope you are prepared with a pencil or pen with a paper, please, because I need you to score for each point that I'm going to describe for you. You're supposed to listen and then give a score for yourself. Because the topic for tonight, if you remember, how many of you remember the topic for tonight? Please help me to write it down so that I can know whether you remember the topic for tonight. It's actually very simple. Who are you really? Okay, who are you actually? Because this is very important topic for all of us, including myself, because no point we talk too much about psychology, mental training, fitness program, diet, and everything else, and yet we do not know who we are from the point of wellness. So the self identification, or if you like the word self assessment, we are about to do self-assessment from the point of life as general. So there's 7 pillars that I shall share with you tonight. Are you ready? With a piece of paper and a piece of, a pen or pencil, because you need to score for each topic or subtopic. There is a space that I'm going to give to you to score upon 10. So because there are 7 pillars, that's why the program for tonight is called ID7. ID is identity, your identity. Our ID7 means 7 point, 7 pillars that we need to focus upon. Ready? Okay. Are you ready? Please write to me yes, 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 I'm ready. Just say the word yes. One of you say yes, I will start. Come on. Oh, sometimes there's a lag. When you write, there's a lag for a couple of seconds before I can read your writing. Anyway, shall I continue? Yes, Hadianto. Thank you very much. From Indonesia? Pak, apa kabar Pak? Okay, terima kasih. Okay, yang penting ialah, the most important thing ialah, you see, I've just finished the Malay version just now. Now I'm switching to English. All right, Kamalia. Number one, yeah, for you to do self assessment from the point of who you are. Number one, how do you take care of your health and energy? So number one pillar among the most important part of who you are is very dependent on how is your health and how is your energy. I didn't say health and fitness. I say health and energy. I'll explain now. Okay, if you want to score upon 10, that means you have to completely score everything clean. Okay, that means your lab test first. Your laboratory result must be clean. In other words, your hemoglobin, your cholesterol, the profile of your lipid profile, your glucose profile, and let's look at your liver and your kidney, etc., and make sure that the doctor did not write anything or have any red mark, asterisk, whatever. Lab sometimes give you some result. They give you a normal range. Make sure it's within a normal range. This result must be done every year once when you are above 40 years old. So if you haven't done any test for the last 4 to 5 years, please don't score 10 upon 10 for number one. The first identity of the 7 identity, ID7, is called health and fitness. So if you haven't done your medical report, there is already 4 points gone to show you how important. Why? Because you may think you're healthy, but sometimes your blood is already showing pre-diabetes, sometimes there's a lot of inflammation going on. It shows up. Your kidney function, your GFR is not known until it's stage 4 sometimes, or stage 5. For that matter, cancer is not known. Okay, so please do your medical test. Next, your own feeling about your movement, your energy, and your spirit of life. And a lot of people, they appear to be like healthy, but actually they don't have the spirit of life. They don't have the eagerness to move swiftly. You notice some people are very like lazy fair, just dragging their feet, not moving as fast as they should, for instance. Of course, when you're older, it depends on your ability. That is understood. But according to your ability, you still have the chance to prove that your score is high. Why? Because you are proving it to yourself, going to the gym, or for those of you who can't go to the gym, you do a normal walking exercise. For that matter, I'm doing golfing. I want to tell you that whoever can do at least a couple of hours per week exercise and take care of their food, take care of their sleep, making sure they handle their stress. All this thing comes under discipline. So the first principle is, do you have the discipline to take care of your health and energy? If you think you have and the result is good, score 9 upon 10. It's difficult to score 10 upon 10, but if you feel you're perfect, score 10 upon 10. But if you are sickly and if you are not well, it's okay to score 3 upon 10. If you're on the hospital bed, please put 2 or 3 upon 10 because you can't move, you have to go to the toilet with a wheelchair, for instance, please, for now, 4 to 9 at least. Okay, that's number one. So discipline is the first pillar to tell the world who are you. Actually, you don't have to tell the world. The world doesn't want to know. Actually, we want to know who we are. Number two is financial freedom. Definition, very easy. If 6 months down the road, there's no salary, there's no income coming to your pocket, can you still survive? Forget about 1 year, just 6 months. Can you survive? And now, if you can survive, not too bad. Some people within 3 months, they are gone. That means the money is already empty. So please, now, if you score more than 6 to 7, you must have some reserve already in the bank. It doesn't have to be you are supposed to be millionaire. No, you just follow your own accord and live within your mean. Because some people, even though they are so rich, but they are spending more than their capacity. There are a lot of people like that. They earn more than 20,000 a month, but they're spending like 25,000 a month. Come on. But people are people. They want to follow other people, and social media will pressure you to be like 5-star lifestyle. So if you can't afford and you're not saving your money and you're not thinking of the future, the second pillar or the second assessment that you have to check for yourself to know who you is, are you responsible person? This is got to do with responsibility, because it's got to do with your family. You have to take care of sometimes your parents even, and please, for heaven's sake, don't spend more than what you earn. That's the basic principle. And at the same time, make sure the money doesn't control you, okay? And you control your money. All right, so for the second pillar now, in terms of financial freedom and being responsible for it, what's your score? Are you a responsible person enough to be able to handle this? If not, just score 3 or 2 upon 10. But if you have extra money to even donate, to even spend money on some charity, etc., please put there maybe 9 upon 10. I was told Kwok Foundation recently have given enough reserve fund for those who are sickly and needs help. Anybody who suffered from any diseases that require special bed, for instance, wheelchair, or for that matter, oxygen machine, or anything that is helping them to go through their life when they're sickly, they are willing to so-called donate, so that your life become easier. That is called an example of super financial freedom. But for us, it's okay. For whatever we have, we make sure we have just enough, at least for our own family first. Because nobody cares about you. Only you have to be responsible. Okay, score upon 10 now. What is your money condition? How much responsibility are you taking for it? Number 3 is very, very important. Love and relationship. So please score upon 10 if the whole of your family system is in order, meaning there's less quarrel, uh, everybody feel very secured, and if you're married, your wife feel they are very what we call very respected, well heard, and they want themselves to be valued, you know, that they have a value in your life, for instance. So please make sure your love and relationship that is within the household. What about at work? Are you being liked by your colleague, you know? Are you very friendly to most of them, at least, you know? And you are willing to forgive people. You can also ask for forgiveness. Sometimes we do make mistake, right? And no more having bad intention or anger. Please, no more past trauma with certain people and all that. So you keep your love and relationship score very high. This pillar is under the keyword called harmony. That means you are in harmony with people, with surrounding, with the nature, please. Okay, this is the one that is very important, because some of you can be very popular outside, you know, when you go out at work or when you go in social media, you have thousands of followers, and yet when the screen is blocked already, meaning it's closed, and the door of your house is closed. Nobody knows what's inside your house. Is it very peaceful? Is it in harmony? So please check. So give me your score upon 10 too. All right, 10. That means between 1 to 9 or 10 upon 10, I leave it to you. But love and relationship can be very, very tough if you're not familiar. Okay? So try to be in harmony, because this social energy is very important for you to be known to the world. In fact, you don't have to show it. The idea is actually for you to know who you are, whether you are taking care of your relationship and harmony. So there are already 3 upon 10 now. So there should be 30 marks already. First is what? Health and energy, whether you're healthy, energetic. Number 2, whether you're financially free and being responsible for it. Number 3 is love and relationship and harmony. Number 4 now, purpose of life. Do you have a purpose of life when you wake up in the morning, or you just want to go to work? You, of course, people don't think about this every day, but at least once in a while, do you check your purpose of your life? Or you just want to go to work, come back, eat, and sleep. Then again, you go to work, come back, scroll your handphone, and sleep again. Is that what has been happening every 5 days of a week? And the last 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, became your real rest day, and you can't even rest well until suddenly you realize it's already Monday again. Now, if that's the kind of life that you come into this world, the purpose of life is actually not there. I want you to be able to understand, because the purpose of life is actually to be happy, not only for yourself, but for people around you. Remember I said about harmony just now? But at the same time, for those of you who are Muslim here, you have to make yourself at peace, and also you must direct yourself to go to, eventually, to heaven. In other words, your purpose is to go to heaven. So anything you do that doesn't bring you to heaven, you better check, because usually it is not very accurate. The nature of work, the kind of things that you do may not bring you towards getting into heaven. Well, I leave it to you to decide. But the point I'm trying to make is, if there's no curiosity, that's the key word, and there's no growth towards your life, then it's quite flat and platonic. Look at the Japanese who stay very long in their life, up to 90 and even 100 years old. They wake up, even though they are only small in nature, in terms of purpose of life, is not very big. All their purpose of life is just to make sure their garden is doing well. They can check their neighbors are still alive and well, and they can actually walk up and down, because that is their nature of life. For instance, in Okinawa, we know very well their food habit and all that. They are very, very much in community, because every morning they are excited to wake up. Yeah, right. That is so simple, so small a purpose, but still they have a purpose. But for those of you who have a bigger purpose in life, is even better. Why not? Okay. Now, sometimes the purpose of life and idea about getting you to be excited is to go and see your mom or dad, to help the community, or to teach your children to become a better person. You know what I mean? And even share your knowledge to them. Ah, that is the purpose of life too. Okay? So anything that makes life become better and you help them, you are also having a purpose of life. Okay, number 5 is peace of mind. How many of you are very peaceful in terms of, not that you never have problem, but every time you have problem, you're able to handle it much better than other people, in the sense that you cool down faster. Let's say you're married now, okay, and you sometimes have conflicts. Which one of you actually can cool down faster, or try to be at ease faster? Or how many of you tend to become more frantic? You know what I mean? Become very instantaneously, become very, very angry. You keep giving excuses. I'm just like that. If you have that, your score for this peace of mind cannot be 8 or 9 upon 10. Cannot. It has to be lower than 5. Why? Because you yourself is not having a peace of mind, and your emotional balance is questionable. It's not something that you can handle very well, and that can cause a lot of diseases in your life. That's why I want you to make sure your peace of mind must be okay when you're not okay. I repeat, are you okay when you're not okay? That is the point of peace of mind. All right, number 6 is give back. Are you able to give back? Meaning, we have been receiving a lot from God, including as simple as you are able to breathe. Yes, that's a gift. You're able to still pump your heart. You're still able to think and still watch me and make some judgment for yourself. All these things are actually you already receive. So it's time for you to give back. Of course, for those of you who have a lot of money, you can donate, or extra bit of money, you can donate a little bit. It depends on your ability. But most of us, if you don't have money, don't worry. You can still give back. What and how? Yeah, by your energy. You still have your energy, right? And if people ask for help, you can help them. If you don't have energy, no, don't have enough money, you can even give some ideas or some experiences, share with them, guide them, especially those that need your help, because each of you must be special enough to have something extra than somebody else or the person who needs help. Sometimes you think your help is too small. No, for you, you think it's small. Your $10 is small, but for him or her, is the whole day feeding for the whole of their children and family. You understand what I'm trying to say? So please don't ever think your gift or donation is small in whatever form. And some of you may not even have the knowledge to share. You can give your what? Wishes, your prayers. Wish them well. Pray for them. All right. So if you have been doing this, then you can score 9 or 10 upon 10. It's not difficult. But if you are so stingy, you don't like to give, or you forgot to give because you're too busy chasing for the money, My worry is this: you chase for the money. Yes, I did too, but if you're not sure how to utilize the money that you earn or make full use of it, one day you will use that money to buy back your health and your peace of mind. So might as well you balance both. You will take care of your health and wellness, and at the same time you earn your income, so that is balance, and your emotional trauma can be handled easily. So it is worthwhile. Otherwise, when you're about to give back, you forgot to give back because you're too busy. All right. So learn in a small way or a big way. I leave it to you. So what's your score for giving back? Remember, each one is upon 10. Now, the last one for today, for tonight, is how many of you are enjoying now? Enjoying now means what? What's the meaning of enjoying now? A lot of people say, oh, I must sing karaoke, I must go to pub and drink and all that, those. No, sometimes you need to wait for special travel, stay in big hotel. No, no, no. Yes, if you can go for traveling and visit new places, why not? That's also beautiful. But to enjoy now, the word is now. So if you are listening to me now, how can you enjoy now? Yes, you can. How? By breathing in and out. That alone is already something that you can say thank you. So in other words, enjoy now is a replacement of the word called thank you, God, because He's the one that gave us all this from head to toe. I don't want to dwell into this tonight, but if you study medicine and if you go into just the eye alone, how it works, you'll be amazed how thankful we should be. The ears that make us hear. How many of you have been sick before? Then you understand what I'm trying to say. How beautiful whatever we are getting now, why we are healthy. So that alone is already now. You can be thankful and be grateful. So your score now, take your pen again and draw right there. How many point did you score for saying thank you? But if you haven't been saying thank you or being grateful, please don't write 8 or 9 upon 10 now. No, don't. Write first what you feel that you've been doing all this while. Maybe you have forgotten to say thank you or be grateful because you're waiting. If only I get a bigger house, if only I get a higher pay cut, or if only I get to be, getting higher post, for instance, or title. Friends, no. I knew what I'm talking about because sometimes I was also chasing for popularity, for more business, you know, more income, and etc. etc. But we forgot while we are chasing for all those, we are still alive. Alone is good enough to start with. So from tonight, I want you to be with me to breathe in and out. Afterward, as you breathe in and out, say thank you. Thank you, Allah, for those of you who are Muslim here. And thank you, God, please, for you to be able to still be alive. That alone is the definition of enjoy now. In other words, be present. Because many of us are very much thinking of the past or overthinking of the future. Suddenly we forgot the present's already over. By the time we realize it's already in the next morning, then we are already too busy with work, and our thought process is so busy that we can never be at peace with ourselves. So, friends, upon 10, please. So please go back afterward and think of what I've been talking about, if you remember, or re-look into the video, and make sure you score properly upon 70. If you score above 50, you are considered already very good, okay? If you're below 50, watch it, because the moment you touch 30 and below, you're already very sickly, even though you appear to be healthy, but you're not well. I repeat, if you score below 30, frankly, you don't have to just look at the total score. Even though you score above 50 or above 60, but I want to know which score is the lowest actually. That's the one you should pick up first and work on it. I repeat, don't just look at the total score because that is not so accurate. But most important is check which of the 7 pillars just now, the 7 identity of you, yourself, that needs to be addressed. And from tonight, take one action that you have decided to improve that first. Because 7 out of 7, you want to do all the 7 can be very tough. But one topic that is so low in your score, and pick up one thing that you want to do. For instance, you haven't been getting the sunlight, for instance. As simple as that. So from tomorrow morning, promise yourself to make sure that your skin is being exposed to sunlight tomorrow morning. Even if you go to work, get out from the office for 5 minutes, I'm sure, or go to by the side of the window, make sure the sunlight touches your skin for at least 5 to 10 minutes every morning. That's actually not enough. You should at least take half an hour. Okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, your score must be very genuine. And every 6 months you review, you'll improve. And I wish you all the best. Make sure you have a wow life again. And it's not difficult to get a wow life. Okay? By being able to get a sunlight tomorrow morning, by watching it raise or rise. That alone to me, I'm a pensioner, so I could have the time. For those of you who have the time, you must do that. Example, sunset, for those of you looking towards the west, or even sometime when the rain comes, still is beautiful. Because why? That will give you peace of mind, hearing the ping noise, for instance. There are many ways to skin the cat, so please learn one by one first. But don't just think and just speak, but must do it. Okay? Thank you very much. See you again. All right.